Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the patch notes for Season 1 of Marvel Rivals. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So I'm already on the website here, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not reading this, but I did see like a sentence or two that points out something I think is important, which is I think right about here, which says, at the time regarding season bonuses and team ups, we'd like to clarify that given the brief duration of Season 0 and everyone's recent acclimatization to Marvel rivals, we will not make extensive changes to or adjust team up abilities in Season 1. Instead, we will make minor adjustments to the existing team up values. Fear not, for we are not for we are planning exciting redesigns and adjustments to team up abilities in Season 2. Below, we will provide a detailed introduction to the balance adjustments in the first half of Season 1's Suit Up Rivals and prepare to ignite the battle. So it seems like they're not changing the team ups that we have so far that was introduced in Season 0. I think that's fine for right now, but I'd definitely like to see some more team ups and, some go away and some stay. But hey, let's see what they do in Season 2. So without further ado, let's get right into the adjustments. Starting off with Vanguard slash tanks. So our first one is Captain America. Steve will receive some enhanced survivability, allowing more frequent entering and exiting of the combat. So it seems like they reduced the delay time for shield restoration after releasing reduced the delay time for shield restoration after releasing Living Legend from 3 seconds to 2 seconds. Okay. Reduce Liberty Rush cooldown from 12 seconds to 10 seconds. That's a really good change in my opinion. They could have even really went down to 9 seconds, but I think 10 is an okay start for now. But increase base health from 650 to 675. Okay, that's okay. And then reduce the energy cost for releasing Freedom Charge, which is his ultimate ability, from 3400 to 3100, which reduces the additional health provided per second to self after releasing it from 110 to 100. Okay, so these adjustments are not bad. I personally play Captain America when I feel like I need to play him, when I need to be that off tank or even a third tank. I think these changes are cool, but I feel like people still need to learn how to play with them first before we make any major changes. So I think the change with his ultimate is really, really crazy in my opinion. But hey, we'll just have to see how people adjust to it, of course. So, and now for Doctor Strange, we'll be reducing the threat range and increasing the defense window of the Sorcerer Supreme. Add damage fall off to Maelstrom of Madness and Gamma Maelstrom, steering at 5 meters and reducing to 70% at 8 meters. Slightly decrease the shield value recovery rate after releasing Shield of the Seraphim film from 80 seconds to 70 seconds. Okay, so it seems like Doctor Strange has more opportunity to punish him. I think most people know this tech by now where you shoot shield, shoot melee, or, a combination of that too, and then release his dark magic. So I think they're just trying to tone that down for right now, which I think is a good start to Doctor Strange, but I still think, in my opinion, he's going to be S tier. So I'm still going to be playing him at least. So, all right. With Thor, the God of Thunder could use some slightly increased survivability and improve the success rate to his ultimate ability. Increase base health from 500 to 525 and added immunity to control effects during God of Thunder. Okay, that first part is cool, but I don't really kind of understand what the second part is. I mean, adding immunity, is it, reducing, CC abilities towards his ultimate, like Luna Ice Freeze or Mantis Sleep, if that even connects somehow. But I'm just saying, but I don't really get that last part. I don't know if that's a I know it's a buff, obviously, but if you could comment down below the explanation for this change right here, I obviously know it's a buff, but I would like to see this in person for sure. So if you could explain it, I think that'd be perfect. All right, now for Hulk, Dr. Mana has been dominant. That is true. That is very true. But some decreased sustained combat capability upon entering the battlefield will bring him more in line with other vanguards. Reduce the indestructible guard gamma shield value for Hero Hulk from 250 to 200. Okay. Not bad. Don't really got much to say here. I mean, he's kind of banned half the time, so let's just see if this will kind of bring down or increase the ban of Hulk. All right. As for Venom, we knew he was getting a change. So, with increased survivability and the threat of his ultimate ability, the symbiote menace will strike fear into the backlines of all enemy teams. Increase the symbiotic resilience bonus health ratio gain per lost health point from 1 to 1.2. Increase the base damage of Feast of the Abyss, which is his ultimate ability, from 40 to 50. I'm not gonna lie, these are pretty good changes for Venom. Now, will I think he'll move up to A tier? No. I think he's still gonna be B tier. I think the changes to the base damage of his ultimate ability is really good because it just did nothing, to be honest. They had to be really, really low for him to actually kill somebody. So I think this changes is in the good direction for Venom. But I think he still needs a little bit more, in my opinion. All right, seems like that wasn't too much for Vanguards. So now on to Duelists. All right, first off, we have Black Panther. We're slightly decreasing T'Challa's combat survivability. Reduce the additional health provided to self after refreshing vibranium marks with Spirit Ren from 40 to 30. An upper limit of additional health provided from 120 to 75. Wow. Do you see that number? Do you see this right here? 120 to 75. 120 to 75. That is crazy. We're slightly decreasing it. That's not slightly, that is majorly decreasing his combat survivability. My opinion on these changes, I think those T'Challa slash Black Panther one tricks out there, I still think they'll find a way to make it work. They just probably won't be as dominant as they were. Because trust me, if you were good on Black Panther, you were good on Black Panther. He has a very high skill curve, which I think is good for him. So you just have to know when to get in and get out. So that is crazy. 120 to 75 people. All right, Black Widow, interesting. Natasha was very much in need of optimization when evaluating the release experience of her abilities, as well as a slightly increase to the threat of her ultimate ability. That's true in some parts. Increase the range of the first effect of Edged Dancer from a 3-meter radius to a 5-meter radius. Wow, okay. Reduce the time required for Fleet Foot to recover from 0 stamina to full from 12 seconds to 4 seconds. What? Are we serious? 12 seconds to 4 seconds? That is crazy. She's literally going to be running and gunning or running and sniping. They're literally pushing her to clip form. Running, jumping, 360 headshots. Like, is that what we're trying to do with her? Like, this is crazy. But hey, will this push more people to play Black Widow? No idea. Alright, for Hawkeye, we knew he was getting a nerf in some way since he was very oppressive along with Hela. So, as you can see, Hela's next, so I would like to see what's good for her as well. So with Hawkeye, we will be decreasing the medium long range damage capability, reducing the threatening combat radius, and slightly improving the close combat resistance for Avenging Archer. Slightly reduce the spread angle between every 2 blast arrows. Reduce the triggering distance of passive ability Archer's focus from 60 meters to 40 meters. Reduce the maximum additional damage of the passive from 80 to 70. Alright, I think these are not bad changes. I think the changes here definitely describe with the description of what they said they were going to change are, which is pretty accurate. So I think these are good changes. Well, I think he will still get banned, of course, because I think his damage is still very oppressive. Seems like they didn't really change the damage really here, so I still think he'll get banned. Probably not as much based on the other changes that might be to other characters in this game, but hey, I think he's still S tier. All right, for Hela, the Goddess of Death has been a menace. Yes, she has, and will be slightly decreasing her combat strength. So we will reduce base health from 275 to 250. Is there another change here I'm missing, or are we serious right now? This is the only change for Hela? No, that's actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Well, at least we know she's still in God tier, so hey, no changing that in the tier list. But hey, reduce base health from 275 to 250. That is honestly crazy. This is dog crap. I'm not gonna lie, this is dog crap. This changes nothing about her playstyle. This changes nothing about how she can engage. This changes nothing how she does poke damage from literally anywhere she wants to. This is crazy. No damage fall off or nothing. This is just crazy, in my opinion. She is definitely going to stay at her win rate slash pick rate because she's still going to get banned hella. All right, for Magic, the Queen of Limbo needed an increase to her threat after unleashing her ultimate ability. Did she really? Increase Umbral, Incursion damage, and Dark Child form from 115 to 135. Great, let's make the God tier heroes more godly. Alright, so she's going to be even more unkillable now. Alright, we got Moon Knight, okay. The Hand of Khonshu will receive a slight increase to the threat of his ultimate ability. Yes, it very much needed help. It very much needed help. The Hand of Khonshu increased the number of talons generated by Hand of Khonshu ultimate ability from 10 to 14. That's not a bad change. That's actually not a bad change. Increases the explosion radius of each talon from 4 meters to 5 meters. That's actually it's not bad. It's not bad. These are okay changes. I just think they should have pushed it a little bit more. You know, like they did with freaking Magic. But hey, we gotta get what we gotta get, Moon Knights. So now for Namor, we're optimizing the throw field of Namor's eggs, adjusting the throwing field of Monstro Spawn and Frozen Spawn. Now Namor can more accurately throw them to be to the desired location. Okay, that's not a bad change. I still think he's really good. So doing this will just make people put it in very, very specific spots where they actually want it. So I think this is a very slight. I won't even call this a bug, just kind of like optimization, really bug fix slash. So that's pretty good. All right, for Psylocke, we'll be providing more options for other heroes to counter the Demon Slayer's ultimate. Good, because she just waits for supports to use their abilities and all their CC abilities and all their escape abilities, and then she can just do whatever she wants. All right, now Dance of the Butterfly, which is her ultimate, will check for barriers, including Magneto's metal bulwark, Hulk's indestructible guard, etc. That's not bad. Okay, so now it kind of gives you more open window for you to know when she's about to do her ult, which isn't bad, in my opinion. All right, the Punisher. We're slightly increasing the damage capability of Frank's weapons. Slightly reduce the spread of deliverance and adjudication. Wow. Okay. Did I think he needed a buff? No, I think it was fine. You just gotta have good mechanics, in my opinion, or you suck. But hey, I guess this is making his skill ceiling less, which isn't bad, in my opinion. But hey, the players that were already good with him will be even better. So I guess we both win. Scarlet Witch. Let's see what they do to her. She's dog crap. We're increasing Wanda's combat strength when she's facing duelists or strategists. Increase chaos controls fixed damage from 50 seconds to 60 seconds. Reduce the percentage damage per second from 5% to 3%. Increasing blah 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 burst projectile damage from 30 to 35. Okay, not bad. These are okay changes. She's still dog crap though. She's still dog crap after these changes. All right, Storm. We know Storm Girl is gonna get, or not Storm Girl, Storm. We know she was gonna get some changes, so hopefully they are buffs. So, well, they are buffs. It's already been confirmed. The Weather Witch needed an overall increase to her damage capability. That is true. We're also optimizing the feel of her left click, projectile, and the release experience of her ultimate ability. Increase wind blade projectile speed from 100 milliseconds to 150 milliseconds, and left click damage from 50 to 55. Wow. I don't even have to read the rest, and that is good. She attacked so slow. I think that was really something that was holding her back. She could have easily been picking off more enemies faster if only her attack speed was greater. This is really good. Increase bolt rush damage from 70 to 80. That's a good change. After releasing Omega Hurricane, the bonus health provided for herself will be increased from 350 to 450. Moreover, following the conclusion, the extra health will no longer vanish instantly, but will instead diminish at a rate of 100 per second. That is a great change. Storm might actually move up to A tier now. She might actually move up to A tier now. This is really good. And I used to play Squirrel Girl, or not, oh my god, not Squirrel Girl, Storm. I used to play her a bit. She's really good with the right team comp and just playing as a team. She can do so much more now and actually get the kills, herself instead of having to use her amplify ability. This is really, really good. I hope Storm gets more love than this. These are really, really good changes to start off with, but I still think she needs a little more. But these are very good in the right direction. Very good. All right, for Squirrel Girl, we're increasing the threat of Doreen and her fairy friends and their ultimate ability. Addition of a new effect to the ultimate ability, the squirrels will rush towards the nearest enemy after bouncing instead of bouncing randomly. Reduce the squirrel tsunami health from 600 to 300. Okay, so it's kind of I'd say a net buff in my opinion. They did decrease the health of the ultimate, but it tracks people now. So that's pretty good in my opinion. So you might want to use this ult a little bit closer than what people have been using it. So I think this is a pretty good change for her. Will I still think will I still think she'll be better? Not really in the higher ranks, but I guess we'll just have to see. But those one tricks out there, oh, I know they're celebrating right now. I know they're celebrating. Now for Bucky. We'll be adjusting Bucky by decreasing his long-range combat strength and increasing his survivability in medium close-range combat. Increase the bonus health provided by Bionic Hook and Tainted Voltage from 30 to 40. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good change in my opinion. Increase Rostern's projectile damage from 70 to 75. Wow. Okay. And if you don't know, that's just his gun. So reduce the area damage from 70 to 65 and reduce damage decay from 65% at 40 meters to 60%. Okay. Reduce the area damage. Okay, so kind of a nerf there. Increase base health from 250 to 275. Okay, so he's literally McCree now. He's like, this is literally McCree. But hey, we'll take it. So I think this is a net buff in my opinion. So I think this is really good for Bucky. Really good for Bucky. I think Bucky has a really high skill ceiling, considering you got to aim with him. So I think this will make the players that are already good with him even better. And the players that didn't have as good as mechanics, well, you got to get better mechanics if you want to keep up with these changes. All right, Wolverine. We knew he was getting some buffs, so let's see what they are. Logan will receive an increase to basic combat strength, but a slight decrease to the additional survivability after activating Undying Animal. Increase base health from 300 to 350. Reduce the damage reduction ratio provided by Undying Animal from 50% to 40%. Okay, so I'm gonna give this is kind of neutral. I wouldn't say net buff or net nerf, but these perfectly balance each other out in my opinion. So as long as these Wolverine one tricks keep knowing how to cycle his abilities, I think he'll be fine. So, and he will be just as a nuisance as he previously was. I don't know why he needed buffs, but I guess it didn't really change much in the end. So, now moving on to strategists. Cloak and Dagger. Now we know they were getting some buffs for some reason, but hey, let's check it out. Ty and Tandy will receive an increase to their healing capability, as well as an expansion to the coverage area of their ultimate ability. Reduce Dagger Storm cooldown from 15 seconds to 12 seconds. Okay. And increase the number of dashes in Eternal Bond from 3 to 4. Wow. So now instead of a triangle, you can make a square on point. You can make a square. Guys, the thing that was holding my phone died. So, hey, we'll just have to use the MacBook camera for now. So I think we're almost done too, by the way. So I think that kind of wraps things up. With Cloak and Dagger, as I was saying, it seems like they reduced the cooldown of her Dagger Storm and increased the dashes of Eternal Bond from 3 to 4, which is freaking crazy. So they can make a square now, actually, and just, I think, create a lot more space for their team to retake the point if needed. Some Cloak mains, some Cloak and Daggers use their ultimates for different things. You know, it really depends on the situation at hand. So I just think this opens up a lot more ways to use it, in my opinion. And just if you didn't know this, you can actually stack the ultimate. So if you just stack them on top of each other, it actually does stack the healing onto your teammates. So this will be even better, in my opinion. So now with Jeff the Shark will be a Jeff the Shark. Yep. So for Jeff the Shark, we'll be adjusting the range for his ultimate ability so it now better fits the warning marker. In addition, we'll also be increasing his healing capability. Yeah, his healing capabilities did suck. I just think his mechanics in general is kind of lackluster. I never see him in Grandmaster or above, so I think this will help out probably lower ranks in my opinion. You know, just helping him actually be a viable character instead of a meme character. So yeah, adjust his Jeff range from 10-meter sphere to a 10-meter radius and a 5-meter high spell field. Increase the healing of Joyful Splash from 140 seconds to 150 seconds. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but let me know in the comments how that's supposed to be actually said. Alright, for Luna Snow. While we enjoyed her dropping the base, we made adjustments to Luna's ultimate ability, preventing players from abusing its healing capabilities. Yes, if you don't know by now, you could go to settings and toggle on an option to just toggle back and forth with her ability, of her ultimate ability, and it's really freaking good. So increase the interval for switching between healing and damage in Fate of Both Worlds from 0.1 seconds to 0.5 seconds. Okay, you know, pretty good change. Now it won't be abused, but it'll still be good. Alright, for Mantis, we'll be making Mantis a bit less fleet-footed, reducing her roaming support capability. Reduce Nature's Favorite movement boost from 2.5 seconds to 1.5 meters per second. Okay, so I think they're just reducing, how fast she can really run, so that's pretty good. Rocket could use an enhancement to his healing capability. Yes, he can, and also more ammo. Increase the healing of repair mode from 60 per second to 70 per second. That's pretty good. Now give us 10 ammo. Alright, now for the team up abilities. So Hawkeye and Black Widow. To further tone down Hawkeye's oppression, we'll be reducing his seasonal buff. Reduce Hawkeye's season bonus from 20% to 15%. Okay, not bad. Hela, Thor, Loki. Much like Hawkeye, Hela's overwhelming power, still overwhelming after these patch notes, will be receiving a slight reduction. Reduce Hela's season bonus from 20% to 15%. Okay, that's not bad, but she's still going to be super oppressive. Luna Snow Namor. We'll be increasing the threat of Namor's Frozen Spawn. Increase Frozen Spawn damage from 25 to 27. Increase Frozen Spawn slowing effect applied to hit enemies from 25% to 30%. Increase Berserk State Frozen Spawn damage from 16 to 18. Okay, this is just going to make this might be the best duo team up in the game now. Because this just mega buffs Namor. To God tier even. He's probably in the A tier right now, but he just bumped up 2 tiers. He's God tier now. He's not even S. He's God. Alright. Only, if you have Luna Snow. If she's not banned. Alright. Rocket Raccoon, the Punisher, Winter Soldier. One of Rocket's best tools will be available more often. Reduce the cooldown of ammo invention from 45 seconds to 40 seconds. Okay, not bad. They could have went to 35 seconds, but I think that's still pretty good in my opinion. Scarlet Witch and Magneto. A bit underwhelming, the damage capability of his father-daughter team-up ability will be enhanced. Increase Metallic Fusion projectile damage from 55 to 60. Increase Metallic Fusion spell field damage from 30 to 35. Now, I don't know the original stats because this was one of the, of course, team-ups in the beta and alpha, so I don't know if these are just the numbers reverted or if it's just a little bit lower than what the original numbers are. So if someone could comment down that below, that'd be cool. Thanks. Thor, Storm, and Captain America. We'll be enhancing the damage capability of Storm's side of this team-up ability. That's great. Reduce the cooldowns of Charged Gale from 20 seconds to 15 seconds, and increase the damage of Charged Gale from 50 to 55. Alright, These are slightly good changes. I still think they could have pushed her a little bit more. But hey, these are really good changes in my opinion. That Luna Snow Namor buff is just out of this world. That's just actually crazy in my opinion. I don't really need 25% to 30% slowing plus the 27 damage. Man, they are dying instantly. That is just crazy. Imagine if they did that to his regular freaking turrets. Now for Rocket Raccoon, man, I wish they could have done more with him. But hey, at least we're getting a healing buff to him. You know, he'll be even more of a heal bot now, depending on how you play him. Mantis, I think much needed a nerf, and this I think this was perfect. But I still would like to see more to her buffs or nerfs. Luna Snow, really a bug fix. Jeff the Land Shark, still dog crap. Cloak and Dagger, just god tier now, in my opinion. And a lot of these are really good changes. Squirrel Growth, I think, will be a little more valuable. Not really. But and the Punisher, he might move up to S tier. He might. He might. In the right hands, of course. So that's it, guys. If you did like the video, go ahead and like and subscribe for me and comment down below anything I missed, or comment down below anything you thought I messed up on. And let me know your thoughts about these changes in the comment section. That being said, peace.